Boom, we are live. Welcome, guys. I hope you're doing well this evening. We're just starting up here. Welcome back to episode 9 of the PeerMetals Podcast. Yep, there we are. Okay, we are live indeed. Hope everyone's doing well this evening. Wait for some people to roll in here. Chuck Stacks, how are we doing, sir? Blue Collar. Oh, you almost had first, Blue Collar. You almost had first. How are you guys this evening? Appreciate you guys for stopping by. Got some fun stuff to talk about this evening. I would say fun. As fun as it can get, really. For me, at least. But I was supposed to go live at 9:30, and then I saw that Tuli and My Silver Journey were live, so I was like, oh, let me just step back a little bit on that. Can you guys hear everything all right? How's everyone else doing? I see some more people stopping in here. Thank you guys for hanging out with me this evening. Matt Chuck, welcome back, sir. How are you? Thank you guys for stopping by. We have some things that we're going to talk about this evening, okay? It's a little bit later than what we typically start at here. I usually start between 6 and 7 p.m., but 9:30 today, I had a couple things going on. First thing, PeerMetals was offline all day. What the heck was going on with that? So we're going to talk about that. I had a birthday party, too, that I didn't really even realize was happening. So between that and the website being off, I was like, okay, let me just push this back a little bit later here. So we did. Now we're starting here at 9:30, so that's cool. Yeah. Did I really have it scheduled for tomorrow? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that. It does say July 14th. Wow. I was really messing it up, huh? I guess I should probably... Can I even change that at this point? I mean, we're live. We're here. I don't think there's any point of changing it at now anyway. But thanks for pointing that out to me. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, we're live. We're here, baby. So let's do it. Also, guys, silver's at $38. Let's talk about that a little bit too. I mean, that's kind of crazy. Them Asheville Nugs are no joke. Chuck. I don't know what you're talking about, sir. Okay. Seriously, though, let's talk about why PeerMetals... yeah, that's... Okay. That's... Yeah. Yep. I didn't want to do that, so I was trying to reschedule. I didn't realize I pressed July 14th. Chuck, silver might break 40 this week. That's kind of where I'm at as well. What's up, Vegas? Welcome in, sir. Appreciate you stopping by. I think silver has a little foot. How's it going? I think we have a really good shot of silver hitting $40 this week. Okay. I think it's definitely... I don't know. I think it's a good chance. What are we at right now? 38.61. Boom. 38.61 right now. How are you doing, Littlefoot? I want to run a, yeah, we're going to run a poll. $40 silver this week. Start poll. Let's hear it, guys. I want to hear what you guys have to say. It's the Wild West out here at the moment. Why do you think that? I've scheduled lives at wrong times too, but Blue Collar always points it out. Well, when it's just me riding solo, my original plan was to do it tomorrow. And that Vegas, that's why I messaged you. I was like, what time do you guys start? And you guys start at 9. So I was going to move that back a little bit to like 8:30. But then I was like, okay, well, let me just do 9:30 this evening. And let's just do that instead. So I was thinking that, hey, why not do 9:30 and it's a little late for me, I'm not going to lie. It's been a long day trying to get the website fixed and dealing with other stuff, but we're here. So why did the website go down? Let's talk about that. It's online right now. One thing just to make note of is this domain looks a little funny at the moment. So I'm hanging in there like a loose tooth, Littlefoot goes. Well, don't lose that tooth. Chuck, you get your package? I hope he did. I'm waiting for Chuck. I bought some stuff from Chuck too on the website, so I'm excited for that to come in. Price seemed to be rising quicker than I thought. Yes, they are rising quick. But yeah, PeerMetals went offline because we had like some overdue bill that I didn't even realize on our hosting provider. And like we weren't paying for hosting for a while. We were using like their free plan, and we ran out of like capacity. They wanted money. I didn't see that. They shut off the website. I go to actually type in my credit card details to pay them, and it just says there's an error that occurred. I tried like 5 different cards, and nothing. So I am in the middle of working with them. They're slow, man. Like, it really messed us up. So we had to set up like a whole new host, and our domain is like kind of locked. So we had to use a temporary one. It's just been a hassle, guys. It's been a big hassle. Copper Libertad video coming soon, Chuck goes. That'll be cool. That'll be cool. Who'd you pick that up from, Chuck? I made my first buy. $1 face under $20. I did 2 times on that deal. Was a good buy. That's awesome, Littlefoot. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm happy you got a good deal. I always love. There's always good deals to be had out there on silver. There really is. And, you know, I'm a little biased. You should shop on PeerMetals. But if you look around everywhere on, if it's from big bullion dealers, if it's to social media, if it's to places like PeerMetals, there are deals to be had everywhere on precious metals. Especially on junk. I've been seeing junk silver go below melt constantly, over and over and over again. So, yeah. That was your giveaway. I'm a little lost, Blue Collar. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I'm not really sure what you're talking about. I'm sorry. But yeah. Silver's rising. Okay, I wanted to show you this news article that I found. I thought it was interesting. So if you guys are also paying attention, Bitcoin is at an all-time high as well, which is also crazy. Spot deals abundance, he goes. Chuck Stacks goes. Yes, spot deals everywhere. OC Stacker, welcome in, sir. Thanks for stopping by. GSR 87.13 and falling. Falling quick, too. I mean, we're even up 10 cents roughly since the market's open. I've seen it a little bit higher, but hey. Me too. My LCS wants 28 times face. Looking around, I can find better. 28 times face right now in this market is crazy to pay. I personally would not pay that. I have seen it literally below melt over and over and over again. If the coin shops can sell it to the wholesalers for, you know, I don't even think they're getting melt right now. I've seen a lot of people talk about it where they're not even getting melt for 90%. So why wouldn't they just pass those savings along to the end buyer? Maybe Littlefoot, your local coin shop doesn't necessarily have that outlet, but in my opinion, if you're in that business, like, you should have an outlet. Like, why don't you have a wholesaler to dump stuff on? Metal Matt, how's it going, sir? Welcome in. I appreciate your review, Metal Matt. If some other people left some reviews, let's look at that real quick. So we have Cindy left us a review. Michael left us a review. Justin left us a review. Ashley left us a review. Metal Matt left us a review. There you are. Rosie D left us a review. The Finkster left us a review. Wholesaler giving, Vegas goes, wholesaler giving $1.50 back of spot. Exactly. So, like, why wouldn't you, at the very least, just sell to customers if you're an LCS at spot? You know, like, you're making money. You're going to make more money that way. And you're going to make your customer happy. You know? Thank you, Metal Matt. That really means a lot to me, that the review was well earned. That, I appreciate you a lot, man. We're trying. We really do try. And then we have some older reviews too. These were all, I asked people on the forum, on our social feed, to give us a review, and people came out and helped us out and gave us a review. So I appreciate you guys a lot. If any of you guys have done deals in here and would like to leave us a review, that would be awesome, amazing. It helps us helps our SEO on Google. And if you actually Google PeerMetals, they keep on changing our page here. But right here is the Trustpilot rating, and that's literally, it's the third thing that pops up on our, if you Google PeerMetals. So the key is to really try to have that look good. So that's why we do have a Google review option, but the way Google does the SEO stuff and takes our stuff and puts it on this page like this, it doesn't even actually like it doesn't show us a Google review option. So site is up, but you can't log in. Yeah, there could very well definitely be some technical support issues right now. I would, blue collar, hit us up tomorrow. Shashek will be back. He went to bed. He'll be back, and we can we'll fix it. Sorry, we've been having troubles today. Today has not been a good day for PeerMetals being online. So you can get here, but you can't log in, huh? I don't even know. Might be my cruise ship Wi-Fi. It actually probably could be. The website's hit or miss depending on where you're at. You can also just try directly going to this link right now. That might help you out. I just dropped it in the chat for you. And you can try to sign up on that or log in on that page. Littlefoot goes, I'll do a review for sure. It will be under my real name. I didn't set it up as Littlefoot. Whatever you prefer, my man. I appreciate you a lot. Any reviews that you guys, if you feel like you want to, no judgment otherwise. I wanted to go look at the old reviews people have done. Chris in Virginia, Chuck Stacks, Ashia, Omkar, then we had our 1-star review, so that's okay. And then Jerry. So these are our reviews here, guys. Any help to get us some more reviews, get this number up, would be awesome. It'll definitely help us out a lot. But yeah, so any crypto holders in here, I want to just do a quick news story. I'm feeling in the mood for some silver news because 13-year high on silver, $38. It's the highest number I've actually ever seen personally since I've been into silver. I've never seen it much higher than this. So yeah, it's kind of cool to me. And 57% of you guys think silver is going to hit $40 this week. If you haven't answered the poll, maybe do that. And if you could drop me a like on this, I'd appreciate you a lot. But Peter Schiff says sell Bitcoin for silver as BTC smashes new highs. Hey, if you got a bunch of money in Bitcoin and you sell some to buy silver, I think that's a great idea. I think it's worth holding on to a little bit of Bitcoin though. Matt goes, no crypto for me. It's understandable. It's especially if you just don't understand how it works too. It definitely could be intimidating. Not to say it is to you, Matt. You might just not like it for other reasons, and that also is fair. I think it's worth holding a little bit. Don't bet the house on it. I wouldn't do that. But a little bit of Bitcoin. There's a lot of scam coins out there. I really don't recommend that, but I'm also not a financial advisor, so take my word as a grain of salt. Don't listen to me. But yeah, I think you should hold a little bit of crypto. If you have hundreds of thousands of dollars in Bitcoin, right now might be a good time to get out because it is all-time high. But who knows? Will we see $1 million crypto? Maybe. Will we see $100 silver? Maybe. Only time will tell. You never know what is going to happen. So, all right, those are my news. PeerMetals offline all day today. Sorry about that. We're half online, half functioning. Come check it out tomorrow. I'm sure it'll be a lot better off. Silver's at $38 and doesn't seem to be dropping. We talked about that. And then Peter Schiff says to sell your Bitcoin for silver. So, next thing I want to talk about. Okay, we're going back to PeerMetals related stuff today for this segment here. Oh, let me just move this over here. And I want to see what average Jane. It's not the Wi-Fi. I can't get on my account. And okay. Yeah, I saw some other people log in, so I'm not really sure what the problem is, but we'll get it sorted. Metal Matt goes, no crypto for me either. I am just not interested. That being said, selling one investment to buy another real all-time highs is not cool. Yeah, well, silver is technically not at its all-time high. It is very high. Is it a good time to buy silver? I mean, if you listen to some people, they think it's going to go to $100. So, I don't know. You know, up to you. Matt Chuck goes, I am logged in. Yeah, and I saw Chuck made a post on there too, so it might just be worthwhile to wait until your domain is back, until the domain is back. That should really be done tomorrow. We have multiple support tickets in with our host. Is something you do with... Oh... Dang, that dang Google account has caused more problems than not. Okay. I'm going to take a screenshot of this now just so I have this. Average Jane. And then I will pass it on to our team. Yeah, I agree, Vegas. If silver hits $100, the world is definitely in trouble. And you're probably going to want guns instead. Relative to gold, silver is still cheap. That's what people think, right? And that's where this argument probably comes into play. You know, if you're looking at through history, silver has always paced gold a lot closer than what it is now. I can't play my game now. I'm sorry, I'm not sure. Oh yeah. No, well, we're probably not going to do a giveaway this evening because it's late and the problems with the website. I want people to have a fair chance. So, yes. And Metal Matt, yes, that's I have literally just said the disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. This is certainly, I didn't add that part. This is certainly for entertainment use only. This is my monkey brain opinion. So, and this is Peter's opinion, but I guess he's technically a financial advisor, right? So, guys, I want to talk about what we're going to be doing, where we're at. Okay, what did we do this week on PeerMetals? What has been all the hubbub about? I know last week we talked about the shipping update, and you might be wondering where the hell's that? That hasn't been released yet. Yeah, because it's been a major pain in the butt. We're literally on I hope our last final test. There might have to be 1 or 2 more revisions on the shipping, and then we can launch it. So I'm hoping sometime first half of this week, shipping will be launched. We're running a little behind on that, and days like this, where the website's completely off, does not help our case on actually getting it done. So we're a little behind on that, okay? But we also added some other cool little tweaks this week. Let me catch up with the chat. Do you think the possibility of more war is why silver is going up? Any thoughts on why it's on the rise so fast? A lot of stuff, I think. I think war is definitely a good, that's part of it. You know, not good. War is not good. War is definitely a part of why silver is going up. I also Trump just signed the big beautiful bill that promises trillions of dollars of more spending. So that's also, hey, we know that more money is going to be spent. People think that, well, maybe we should be moving over to silver perhaps. I also think, I think those are probably the two big reasons. And also everything, if you look at everything else, Bitcoin's all-time high. I'm pretty sure like the popular ETFs like see, this is where I get lost, right? I'm definitely no pro financial advisor, but like big ETFs and stock markets and stocks, some select stocks are all-time highs too. So the market overall is doing pretty good, which I also think helps precious metals, typically it's the opposite way around, it seems like, is when the market's doing good, precious metals are doing bad. But everything's just kind of on the up right now. Vegas, okay, that's another good thing. I didn't even think about that, Vegas. It's a tariff-related nonsense, yep. Didn't he just release some new tariffs that on Canada? Like 30% by August or something like that? Blue Collar goes, silver is just a playing catch-up at this moment, and it will rocket past the gains of gold if history is a teacher. Yes, I agree. Silver is making its move on technicals, not on the news. Very, very, very good. Good thought. Good thought. I agree with that. So what did we do this week on PeerMetals? A couple new features. We added counter offers. So if you get an offer on an item, you can now submit a counter offer back. We should have had that a long time ago. Quick, easy thing we added. You can also send a message back as a seller to the buyer that sent you that offer. Okay. So that was one new thing we added this week. We also added custom seller coupons, and that custom seller coupons. I'm going to go back to the webcam here. Okay. That custom seller coupons is you as a seller can make your own coupon code, and if you want to give it to someone to give them a discount, you can do that. And those are all hidden in the seller menu, I am pretty sure. I actually haven't gotten a whole lot of time to try to play with that. I should have, though. I think we'll probably add a help center article on that, so just we can figure that out later. But yeah, right now I am. I actually don't even know where you do that at. I'm so sorry. Jeez, what type of guy am I? Jeez. Hey, I appreciate all 10 of you for being in here though this evening. 10:09 p.m. Littlefoot, Blue Collar, Vegas, Metal Matt, Average Jane, Matt Chuck, Littlefoot. Appreciate all you guys. Chuck Stacks. You guys are awesome. Chuck, are you coming to Asheville? When are you coming? I know you mentioned it, but I don't recall what day. We had a support ticket come in, but we'll have to get to that later, guys. Okay, and I also mentioned, what else do we do this week? We're in the final round of the shipping update and testing. Once that is finished, we will launch that sometime this week, which is awesome. And what else are we going to be doing this week? We're planning to do some revamp the homepage and the seller page. So we're getting ready to gear up on marketing, right? And we're going to be talking here in a little bit about what marketing we're going to be doing, okay? Blue Collar goes, great idea with the coupon codes. Yeah, only if I could show you how to use it, but my dumbass don't know where to do that at. So maybe next week I'll show that off. And Vegas goes, appreciate the time you take to give updates along the time. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I think that's what makes this platform special, in my opinion, is I will come here and we'll constantly be talking with the community and taking their feedback, and also us being literally like, I don't know another company that's this transparent. I literally told you exactly why our website has been down all day, and I told you what we were doing all day to fix that, and I'm telling you all the improvements we made last week and this week, stuff that's coming up. So we're very transparent. Like, I think that's going to be the key to this, to have people trust us and build that relationships with all of you beautiful people in the chat. So thank you guys, and I try my best for everyone here. That being said, things that we're doing this week: revamping the homepage. We're revamping the seller page just to make it look a little bit better. We're adding like a learning center to the website where it's going to be filled with a bunch of good, relevant information that's been fact-checked about buying precious metals and investing in precious metals. A lot of our competitors have that, so we thought that might be something good to add as an educational resource. Maybe help with a little bit of SEO on top of that as well. But yeah, so we're adding that. We're going to add a little bit of that to the homepage. We're going to clean up the homepage a little bit more, add a little bit more pizzazz to it to make it just more appealing to people who come to the website. We're also going to do that for the same seller sign-up page too. I think you guys have seen it. I think you guys have seen the seller page when you first sign up to be a seller, that page where it's all the information about it. So we're going to revamp that page too to make it more appealing. Okay, Metal Matt goes, may the website grow so big you don't have time to do live streams. But imagine if we had like 500 people in here right now hanging out with us on a live stream, and we had like thousands of people a day coming to the website to like active user base. And I would still be here doing live streams. Like, imagine like the connection that you can build with all of the people on here. You know, that what I've learned in business is trying to scale the unscalable. Okay, doing stuff like this, like, yeah, ultimately, like, if I had 1,000 people on the platform every day and there's doing, let's say, like $50,000 a day in volume, would I actually need to be here doing this? No, but like, why not? You know, the value that it gives is big, in my opinion. Vegas Stacker goes, what shipping adjustments are being made? We did literally the entire podcast last week was about that. But in short, we're adding like smart bundling. We added like a walkthrough when you're building a new shipping profile, so it can be set up properly right from the bat. And we're really just making bundling shipping a lot better, making the UI for it a lot better. I'm also going to be making a video just to walk people through it as well. So it's just making it, and that will help with like making bundling better. Will make it cheaper for people to check out with as well. So we're also hoping it leads to conversions. Blue Collar goes, will you be offering PeerMetals stock options for early adopters? Hey, man, if you're serious about investing into PeerMetals, you got my email. If you're serious about it, to be honest with you guys, I haven't talked about this publicly a whole lot, but this is a small stream this week. We got 8 people in here. I appreciate all of you guys though. But seriously, if you wanted to invest, I have been searching for investors without a whole lot of luck, but I also haven't been doing it like crazy. Like, I haven't gone like door to door to investors and like, hey, can you fund me? Yeah, I mean, that's part of my problem right now is every dollar that has been put into PeerMetals is my own personal money. So when I run low on my personal funds, this also runs low, and I have to go spend time in my other work to make more money to run PeerMetals, because right now PeerMetals isn't profitable with the help that I have. The help is really what, I have to pay the help to make everything run, and we have to have customer service, and I have to pay Shashank and everything. So yeah, and all the videos, we made 500 plus short form videos, and those all cost money to make. I don't have time to do all of that, but we also need to grow and get exposure. So, yeah, I mean, Blue Collar, if you're seriously interested in that, definitely, if you want to send me an email, I would be happy to discuss something like that. But to answer your question, actually, will you be offering stock options? What would have to change is my business type right now is just an LLC. So I would have to change and get it to a different type where I could actually like sell shares properly. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm pretty good about that stuff. Like I know a lot about like entity types and trusts and stuff like that, but doing like shares and what proper business formation will be good for that. I go to my stepdad for that. He's very good about that stuff. And GPT. I mean, I could figure it out with GPT too. Oh no, it's okay, Vegas, that you missed last week. Nash will be running the live stream from his private jet. Hey, I wouldn't be complaining. Vegas goes, I think an option for sellers to pay the payment processing. Okay, yeah, I think that's also a good idea. I have to see how difficult that would be to implement. I don't think it would be that hard, though. But that is a good option. I'm going to take a screenshot of that, too. I know you texted that to me, but shit just gets lost in the sauce, you know what I mean? But this is a good option. And Shashank and I have actually discussed that as well already. So, you should be at the fun show and hit the show circuit. I would love to have the funds to go do all that. That's my problem right now. Do I want to spend... What's more effective? Okay? Let's think about it. What's more effective? $2,000 of Facebook, Instagram, and Reddit ad spend? Or $2,000 to fly or drive to the show? And let's say get a booth. Let's say get like a decent sized booth. Hotels, feed myself while I'm there. That'd cost me probably $2,000 at least to do. To get a table. It's about $1,000. Plane ticket's a couple $100. Hotel room's a couple $100. Eating out is a couple $100. I mean, it adds up. And what's more effective? Like, that's my thing, is like, would that $2,000 be effective going to the fun show and doing that? Or is it going to be worthwhile to spend $2,000 on Facebook ads? We did some Facebook ads, and we had minor success from that pretty quickly. So I think I've done a lot of stuff to make better optimized Facebook ads. I have some other methods I want to talk about too that we're going to... the whole point of the show is to talk about how we're going to be advertising and trying to grow the platform. Metal Matt goes, that's a good idea, Vegas, and I recommit Jetstream Jet for all your... What? It's a little bit of a jumble. Vegas goes, when buyers keep seeing fees, it seems to turn them away. At least that is what people said on Monday Night Metals. Yes. So that's where we need to really get the banking thing back into play too. We can get the bank transfer where it costs less than 1% to pay out with. The problem is with that, let's say someone checks out with their bank and then the bank declines the transaction for whatever reason, if they didn't have enough funds, or if like their bank thought it was suspicious, then we get charged $4 for that. Blue collar, I think you'd be surprised about how Facebook does it too, though, my man. The data that they have on people, like they're showing my stuff direct. They're showing the ads directly to people who are interested in this too online. And it has probably even more eyeballs. But no, like I don't underestimate the value of the shows though. But it's just like the cost for reward is what I'm trying to determine. So let me tell you about some other options that we've had. And this also kind of involves potentially both of you guys, Vegas and Blue Collar, is like influencer sponsorships. So like maybe sponsoring Monday Night Metals, working out a deal that's fair for both of us. Things like that is definitely I've been considering. I'd also love to sponsor there's a couple specific people I've been watching that I would love to sponsor if had the chance. We also, are you guys familiar with findabullionprices.com? Let me know if you are familiar with them or not. And this is a shout out for them. findbullionprices.com. Are you guys familiar? The show circuit will be in the future, I'm sure. Yeah. I mean, let's say if someone came up to me and they go, "Hey, Nash, I'm gonna write you a check for $250,000. Okay, write you a check for $250,000. You go grow this thing and give me my return whenever it comes, like an angel investor type deal." Yeah, it would be crazy. Like the $250,000. There's so much stuff you could do, and and PeerMetals would be huge in a year. Massive. If I had $250,000, I don't have that personally, but yeah. I also need like personal money too, you know. Anyway. Matt is not familiar with findbullionprices.com. Vegas is familiar. Mr. Happy Stacker 69, welcome in, sir. Metal Matt goes, cost per view of ad goes much further online. Ideally, your next year or two, you could do both shows and online. That's the goal. I mean, remember, we haven't even been launched. We've been launched since April 20th. April, May, June, July. We're coming on 3 months. I think we're doing pretty good for 3 months. We just need to start scaling, and I think the best dollar per revenue back would be Facebook ads. That's just how it is. I think we're going to get into cold calling shops, like coin shops as well, to get them to try to onboard as sellers. So I have a list of like 300 coin shops. I don't know if I should say this. But do you know, I'm sure you guys know how Yankee Stacking says that he has like this master list if you're one of his, like a master coin shop list if you're one of his subscribers, like his paid subscribers on YouTube. But yeah, so he has this list. Anyway, it has like 15 shops on it at most. My list has like 300 shops on it that I made. Or I paid people to make. I didn't necessarily. I did some of it, but not all of it. Just a baby, LOL. Not sure what you mean. But yeah, so on top of the reason why I'm talking about findbullionprices.com, I reached out to them, and they have eBay listings on their website on findbullionprices.com, because that website, all it is it helps people try to find the best bullion price deal. And there's a lot of people on that website. So I reached out to the owner and I was like, well, why can't we get PeerMetals sellers on there? And they said they're interested in talking about it. So I'm trying to line up a phone call with them next week. So shout out to findbullionprices.com. They seem to be interested in hearing what I have to say about PeerMetals, and maybe we'll be featured on their website. Your listings will be featured on their website to get in front of buyers. Oh yes, it's just a baby. Three months old is a baby. What you're not seeing is the show has both sides of your market, sellers and buyers, in one room. You're not wrong, Blue Collar. Like, trust me, I have sat here and I have debated doing that massively. Just costs a lot of money, man. Costs a lot of money. And like Facebook ad spend, I could do like $100 a day in Facebook ad spend, and that would be all done over. Like, there's a lot of upfront costs to go to that coin show, like before I'm even there to try to attempt a return. But no, I'm looking into ways to try to come up with some seed money to do stuff like that, because without having a little bit of seed money, this is just going to be a slow move. I have the next few $1,000s to try to take this from A to B, and then B to C, keep on going all the way up with it. I have the next few $1,000s already ready set aside to push into advertising. So I'm ready to... We're really just waiting on the shipping update. Once the shipping update is done, then I think people will have it'll be a lot like, well, this is kind of what I want to do. I want the shipping done. Maybe do something like what Vegas was talking about, and have the option where the seller can eat the fees, and bank transfers. Once I kind of get, I'm not sure if we're gonna do Vegas's thing quite off the bat. That can be added after we start advertising, but maybe adding bank transfer back into the mix, and just adding the terms of service. Hey, if your stuff gets declined, we're gonna bill you $4. I mean, it's just how we're gonna have to do it. Metal Matt, Bullion Exchanges has a public free list of nationwide sellers list as well. Being on fine bullion prices will be a huge driver in traffic. Yes, they have so much people on their website. I see people talking about that website very often. So if we could get listed on there, it would be big for sellers and buyers. So, because buyers on their website will find good deals, and then sellers will get sales. So it's a win-win for everyone. I don't see why this partnership won't come about. I'm really confident in that. So, where are we at here with the time? I appreciate all 10 of you for hanging out here this evening. You guys are awesome. B Taylor, I'm not sure if I said hi to you, sir, but what's up, B Taylor? I saw you come in, but I was in the middle of a sentence, and I'm not sure if I circled back around to you or not, but I appreciate you for stopping by, my friend. We're 41 minutes in today. And I've pretty much talked about everything that I've had to say, to be honest with you guys. Let's see. Do you guys have any other, like, this group right here, this group right here is definitely some of the OGs. Metal Matt, you are kind of new to PeerMetals, but you're still part of, I feel like anyone still joining now is an OG to a certain extent, but like Blue Collar and Vegas, you guys are real OGs. B Taylor, you've been around for a hot minute. Matt Chuck, you've been around since the platform is launched. So anything that you guys specifically want from us, like in the next month or so, like let's think kind of like a little bigger minded than like anything that you guys can think that like software related that could go into PeerMetals that would fit the whole vibe, and that something we could launch. You know, anything that you guys can think of, definitely happy to Vegas, I just got your text. I'll definitely hit you back up about that, my friend. Yeah, anything you guys can think of, let me know on what you think. Yep. You want me to read it out loud, Vegas? I can't get the OG achievement. No, Metal Matt, unfortunately not. No, the early bird. Are you talking about this one? And we need to make some more achievements. That's also something I've been thinking about doing too, but just one project at a time. This early bird achievement. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good, Vegas. Cool. Happy Stacker goes, what's up with the website? Man, it's been down all day. Our hosting provider, I had a bill with them that I didn't realize that needed to be paid, and they shut down the website, and we had to like do some sort of like alternative host. So for right now, you can access the website here. The forwarding is a little weird right now. You can go to PeerMetals.com, but like let me show you. So www.PeerMetals. Let me just open up an incognito tab too, just so it's like a fresh. So PeerMetals.com works, and it redirects you. Okay, so that's good. www.PeerMetals.com gives us this error, which I'm gonna try to fix before I go to bed for right now. But like, literally, they have not hit us back up at all, and it's kind of pissing me off. Vegas, yes, I think that would be cool as well. That's another thing we've talked about as well. I think Vegas goes, I think if sellers were able to use their funds from sales to... Because the best thing about that, right, is the process, like, in that situation, the money is already on the PeerMetals platform. So there's no movement that needs to go around from a credit card to us again. So there's no fee attached to that. So that would be a good way for sellers to save money if they wanted to spend the money on the platform. It keeps the money on the platform. It keeps things moving. So yes, Vegas, that's a good option. We need to implement a wallet system, which we already kind of halfway have. Is that even something I can show you? Yeah. Here it is. Like we already kind of have it built out a little bit, like the UI of it. But this needs to be like actually functioning. It's not functioning yet. This was like a prototype that we were doing for when we wanted to do the live shopping, which let me ask you guys is that something that is important to you guys, live shopping? Would you actually come on here and do a live stream? Metal Matt goes, I sent an idea about achievements via feedback chat 4 to 5 days ago. Shashank said, thank you, LOL. Everyone was busy with the shipping update and is deaf for the future. I know we have it somewhere. I didn't see that one personally, but if you wanted to share what it is right now, we could definitely talk about it and see what that would actually involve doing. Matt Chuck goes, I would not use the live shopping feature. Fair. Yeah, and we also, we want to build things that people actually want to use. We don't want to spend time building something that people don't care about. Also, side note, guys, I got into some poison ivy this weekend or this Friday. I think it's starting to spread in my arm. Yeah, it was like Thursday actually, and like it's all over my leg. That's why I've like kind of like been looking at my leg. It's been itching. And I forgot to put some itch cream on it. And I think I'm starting to get it on my arm now, which sucks. You would use the live. Blue Collar would use the live. That's good. Well, as a seller, I would not. As a buyer, I probably would. Okay, that makes sense. I would do a live for sure. I would be there, Blue. Nice, okay. That's something we can look into. I mean, we already like had it halfway working. But our main priority right now is the shipping. That's been such a pain in the butt. Like, you don't think it would be, but the code behind that is like literally thousands of lines long, and it's not easy to work on. That's why it's been taking forever. I think I'd do something. I do whatnot, so why not? I don't know enough about live to say yes or no. Metal Matt goes. That's fair too. That's fair. I think that's going to be a big thing in the future, guys. Whatnot really, Whatnot does a good job. Like, we all know Whatnot, and they're in their own lane, and they do a really freaking good job at what they do, in my opinion. And I also think that that's kind of like the future of shopping, is that live shopping stuff. So they really got in good. I wish I would have thought of that 5 years ago, but you don't know what's happening in the world. But if you guys aren't familiar, live shopping has been like a thing in China for a decade now. They've been doing live shopping, so that's very big in Asia. Vegas goes, I wonder if you would be able to use your game for the live shopping platform legally. Are you talking about the giveaway game, Vegas? I'm not really sure what you mean. Run races instead of a wheel. Heck yeah. Oh, okay, I see. Now that would be interesting. We could make you could really do that game is he literally threw that up in a couple hours. The stuff you could do behind that, you can make it look like a coin shop and do some sort of coin shop game. You could do some really fun stuff with that if I wanted to invest the time in the funds into doing that. Yeah, Vegas, that could definitely be done. Anything can be done. Listen, what I've learned about building this website, don't matter what you want, okay? You can build anything on a freaking website or an app or a program, anything you want. The only limitation is time, manpower, and dinero. Those are the only limitations. Pay to play, blue collar. Pay to play. All right, guys. We're getting to about that time. I am tired. I want to go to bed, frankly. It's late here, 10:30, and I got stuff going on tomorrow I got to get up for. So I think we're going to call it an early one, guys. Sorry for the messed up time today. Next week will definitely be better. Let's try to make PeerMetals a good week next week. We're gonna try to get the freaking host back going again. Hopefully they hit us up tomorrow. And Vegas goes not just not sure on the legal part of it. Whatnot has made a few adjustments along the way to fit laws. Yeah, I did a little bit of digging into that, Vegas. Their terms of service pretty much leaves it completely up to the person that's doing it, to follow the laws. They're liable. The person running the giveaway is actually liable. I appreciate you, Vegas. Thank you for the update. Get some rest, he goes. Appreciate all you guys. You guys are awesome. The PeerMetals gang is excellent. This community is excellent. We're going to definitely make some big strides this week. Shipping's going to get released, and really trying to push some marketing out by the end of this week. By hopefully next show I can come back here and say, hey guys, we spent $500 in Facebook ads or something like that. So probably not that much. Anyway, guys, have a good evening. If PeerMetals has any more hosting issues, you'll find updates on our X page. Let me just show this really quick, just to show you guys that if you ever run into a problem with the website and you're like, oh crap, I can't get in touch with them, I did post on X, and I also typically will post on right here as well. Right here, I also posted. So you guys ever just need an update? If the website's offline and it's like, what the heck, I probably maybe have posted an update about it. And if we haven't posted an update about it, it's probably we don't know about it 100% yet. So everyone in here, B Taylor, Vegas, Blue Collar, Matt Chuck, Metal Matt, Mr. Happy Stacker 69, Chuck, if you're still there, everyone in between, thank you guys so much. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. This was episode 9 of the PeerMetals Podcast. Episode 10, I might try to do something special next week. Maybe our first guest? Maybe.